What you know about that?
Damn, son.
You know what it is. So okay, we're gonna wait, and maybe I know Woes is still on his way, and you guys are dealing with a couple of things now. But let's just talk before we get into this game. I want you guys to know. I want to give you guys your proper flowers here. I was saying this in the introduction. The greatest source of joy on Twitch in the pandemic year has to have come from the Boom Bap Kids, and I want to salute you guys. It's just amazing to have you guys. Like, what was the streaming experience like in the last year for you guys? And what was that? Sort of how did it start with you guys doing the live streaming, and then how did you sort of pivot in pandemic?
Basically, this whole thing just started as on a whim with some art projects that Woz was starting. Basically, Silent John and Mike had some interest in it. Asked, "Hey, what's going on? Let's do something." John learned how to build puppets. They were working on an album together also, and yeah, here we are.
And so we're speaking with Jay. Jay Ski's here. We got Silent John next to him, and so we've got one half of the crew here represented. So just to recap here, to reiterate, did any of you guys have puppet experience before like this?
Aaron Woes actually had the most experience. He started sometime back in December of last year, where he made some puppets for his art crew, and then it just blossomed and just blew up from there.
That's incredible, and such ingenuity. And it's kind of cool too, because you guys have quite a following. Like I said, it's one of the more interesting shows to watch. Steve Wonder says, "What are these puppets you keep talking about?" I'm sorry, Steve. Yeah, I don't know. I'm tripping. I'm bugging. But you guys also sort of have like alter egos going on here. Like, you guys could sort of, if there was like a Boom Bap Kids live show and everybody was waiting for the I'm not going to say the P word, the figures here to take the stage, you guys could sort of be in the audience and they might not recognize you.
Very true.
Do you guys think that as things open up, and we don't know when that's going to be, would you ever, now that you've sort of done the live streaming thing, might we see like a Boom Bap Kids on ice, or a Boom Bap Kids like touring situation?
We're definitely working on some stuff. We're gonna be in Hawaii next month, mid-month, for Powwow, Hawaii.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be where we're kind of gonna be doing things out in the wild, basically.
that's really exciting, and man, I might want to take a trip to Hawaii just just for that. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, and we've also booked our first festival in September
In where?
in Austin.
In Austin.
And
Okay,
we'll
and
also be having something local pretty soon.
local is LA for you guys, right?
Correct. Yes.
Awesome. Well, let me know about that, because I'm in LA, and a lot of our audience is in LA, and as safe and as proper as we can do it, we would love to crash with the Boom Bap Kids. Maybe we could do a little questions Boom Bap cross collab,
Yo, definitely. At some point.
We would love to do it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We've got a lot of love coming from YouTube, Twitch. Had to hop off IG Live. I suspect that is what was giving us that lag earlier. Yeah. Shout out to Sally Haskell. She says, "How about a versus with the Muppets?" I don't think the Muppets want it with these guys, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants some of this plush.
I don't think you're ready for this plushie. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen, I know we're sort of waiting, and Woes is a little bit delayed, but I think we should start this game. Are you ready to start this game?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. So, this is this is a hip hop trivia show, but also at the same time, it's just a celebration. We are all fans. Oh yeah, see, Silent John's already warming up. He's pointing to his brain power. He's silent but deadly, right?
Oh yeah.
um, so it's a conversation, it's a game, and if we are also able to pull up the chat. I can pull up what some of our chat is saying from our various platforms here. So we have two schools of thought for guests who come on the show, and some are, if I don't know, I'm using the chat as the lifeline. Other people are like, if I don't know, I'm going down with the ship. I'm not going to lean on the chat. So just know that you have the option either way. We won't judge. You don't have to make a decision now. Just just know that it is an option. If you don't know, we can try to pull in the chat. So I think we should get into this. You ready to do this?
Yep. Let's do it. Oh, where'd you go, John? Don't leave me
Uh,
here.
I guess John wasn't ready. John was like,
Oh, he's ready. He had to go. He had to go. Yeah.
all right.
He'll be back.
Now, just to be fair, we will not allow John to run off to like Google something. Like just there's a few of you, so got to keep everybody honest here. I need to see both of your hands at all times. Just yep, there we go. Yes. All right, we got the Boom Bap Kids in the house. Here we go. The first round is called "The Choice Is Yours." This is our general multiple choice round. Boom Bap Kids in the house. Here we go. The first question. This rapper featured Triumph the Insult Comic Dog in a music video for his 2005 single. Was it Eminem, Ludacris, Biz Markie, or DMX? Which rapper featured Triumph the Insult Comic Dog in their 2005 music video?
Eminem.
You say Eminem. Let's see.
Doing, doing, doing. The way she moves, she's like a belly dancer. She's shaking that ass to the new Nelly jams. I think
that was a weird time for Eminem fans, I would say. I think even he would admit those were the drug years, perhaps. But definitely a cool featuring of a puppet. Not that you guys are puppets, but I know you guys are into puppet culture. That was just a cool moment. Or for what you guys do, are there any people in your field that you sort of look to for inspiration in terms of puppetry and people who sort of blend real life and felt?
Definitely Jim Henson. Sesame Street. Big fan of Crank Anchors. Todd James' work. Chappelle Show. Yo
Yeah.
Gabba Gabba.
Those are all great. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Pudge is in the house. That Filth, DJ Steve Dub. If you guys are watching, the best
Steve
place.
Wonder?
Yeah, Steve Wonder is in the house as well. He's on YouTube. You guys can watch this multiple places. I have the chat all here, so we see you and appreciate you. So, all right, good job with the first question. We're going to move on to the second. Kid and Play starred in the movie House Party, but in 2012, it was revealed that the script was originally created with this group in mind. Was it the Beastie Boys, EPMD, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, or the Fat Boys? Who was House Party originally conceived for?
Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
He says Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I saw we allow cross-pollination. I saw John whispering in your ear. Shout out to John. Always silent but deadly. It's out of the ordinary. It's rather extraordinary. And they are absolutely correct. With that brand new funk. Apparently, there was a lawsuit that Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince had for their song "Nightmare on My Street" from their first album. And New Line Cinema sued them, and part of the settlement was they were potentially going to do a movie with them, but they ultimately passed on it. And obviously it turned out to be huge for Kid and Play. That was like such a huge movement. You guys, one thing I was sort of interested in, speaking of Kid and Play, is that you guys really, sort of strive to present an experience that's friendly for, old heads, but kids as well. What has that been like, sort of presenting music to a younger, very younger audience?
That's the whole point of it. It was just basically to make everything fun again. Just present, like when back when '90s or the golden era, everything was fun, new. You like discovering things. Not to say that you don't like doing that now, but it's just that feeling that we're trying to bring back.
It's so great, and there are a few DJs who do it. I know that like Questlove does some DJ sets for kids as well, but it just makes more and more sense, especially as so many practitioners in the culture uh, are of the age that they have kids or they've got nieces or nephews. I think it's really cool that you guys are make something that is safe for kids. I'm going to try my best not to curse in this as well, just in case a kid does watch this. So I appreciate that. Um, do you guys play clean music then in your sets, or how does that work?
Right now we're adult oriented, but yeah, no, we cuss too much.
All right. So it seems like mixed messaging here. Do something for the kids, but well, listen, quite frankly, I don't think it's a problem if kids hear profanity. That's me. Listen, I don't have kids of my own, so maybe I'm not fit to speak on this. But is profanity really bad for kids?
I cuss in front of my daughter all the time, though.
And how's she doing? I'm sure she's
No,
doing
she's
great.
good. She's a good kid.
So
Best
it's
kid
about
ever.
yeah, it's about the values and the lessons that you teach them. It's not about words that somebody decided a long time ago were inappropriate, right?
Definitely.
And I mean,
Shout out to George Carlin.
shout out to George Carlin. And if you're like Silent John, you don't say dirty words or clean words. You just say no words.
Silent John is for the children.
Silent John is for the children, like Wu Tang was. All right, you guys are doing good so far. 2 for 2. We're gonna move into the third question of this round. In 2021, just this year, this rapper released a single called Long Legged Larry with its own accompanying plush toy. Was it Homeboy Sandman, Aesop Rock, Edon, or Earl Sweatshirt? Which rapper put out a single and plush toy called Long Legged Larry?
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say Edan.
Okay, he's saying Edan. He's going out on a
Yeah,
limb, a long legged limb here. Let's see what the answer is,
it might be
folks.
Earl Sweatshirt though. He
Okay,
sounds
well,
like.
I need a final answer from you.
What do you say, chat?
Okay, chat wants to know. Chat, do you guys know? Let's see what we can bring on here. Uh, nobody's answered
Honest,
yet.
my daughter will know this one.
We got to touch all the different bases here. Steve Wonder is just throwing underwear up there. I don't really know what the
A$AP Rock.
Okay, he's going Aesop Rock.
Final
That's the final answer. We hopped around a bit. Let's see here.
Process.
Go Larry, go Larry, go Larry,
Aesop Rock.
go Larry, go.
If you guys, whether you're Boom Bap Kids or you're in the audience, have not seen this video and you're enjoying what we're doing right now, I urge you, when we're done with this, go to YouTube, watch the Aesop Rock video for Long Legged Larry. It is a puppet centric masterpiece. Very fun, very cool. What's going on down there? You guys are creeping on up? Okay. Oh, we've got some new faces.
Oh no, my legs get tired sometimes.
Oh, your legs get tired. Okay, I see. All good, all good. All right, so 3 for 3. We were a little shaky dog before, but you guys recovered. So we're gonna go into the final question in our first round. Let's see what we got here. Wu Tang affiliate Shaheem released his debut album, aka The Rugged Child, in 1994. How old was he when he dropped his debut album in 1994? Was he 12, 14, 18, or 21? We're keeping it for the kids, so we're talking about kids here.
I think it was 12.
He says 12. You're consulting with Silent John. We feel good about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Let's see what the.
definite as that sounds.
All right. We know he was young. Let's see what the correct answer is. Was he
I
12?
meant 12 plus 2.
You meant 12 plus 2. Okay, so you're changing your answer to 14. You guys are lucky that I like you guys so much. Otherwise, I might be a little bit tougher on this. But if you're saying your final answer is 14, let's see what the answer is. 14 is correct.
To be fair, that question's kind of not fair. 12 and 14, you can still sneak into a movie theater. It's still under 16.
Okay, I'll accept that. I don't know if that qualifies as unfair. I do think that they are still definite different numbers, but I see your point. I understand. Shout out to the chat. I think the chat is just as much a part of this game tonight, and that's fine. We welcome that. We're a community here. Yeah. Shout them out. All right, so pretty good, flawless first round. We're gonna move into the second round. You guys ready to do this?
Sure. Yes, definitely.
You always say sure, but you never sound that confident. But I
That's in
appreciate
real
it.
life too. That's why.
Okay, that's fine. All right, we're doing it now. Second round, Picasso, baby. So in this round, I'm going to show you guys with your little felt eyes or plastic eyes. I don't know what they're made out of. I'm going to show you an album cover, and you have to identify what the album is by the small piece of it that you see. So we tested your general knowledge. Now we're going to test your eyes. So you ready to do this?
Yes.
Yes.
But we have plastic eyes, so this is not fair either.
Plastic eyes. Well, you guys have been doing very well thus far for having plastic eyes. I have confidence that you'll be able to continue on with it. Here we go. What album cover is this? Is it Prince Paul's Politics of the Business? De La Soul's Stakes is High? Dead Prez. Oh, he says stakes is high. Those plastic eyes are leading him directly to victory because guess what, guys? You know the stakes is high. J-Ski, if I could ask you, and maybe you're speaking for yourself or on behalf of the entire collective, what's your favorite De La Soul album?
I would have to say Balloon Mind State for me.
Balloon Mind State, their third album. And what is it about that one that kind of pushes it over like the edge for you for that number one spot?
To me, the sound was more matured for me. John likes De La Soul is Dead, though, which is a very good one, too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not ever really mad at anybody's pick for their favorite De La Soul album. If you say it's your favorite, like they don't really have there's no whack album in the De La discography.
That's true.
So yeah, it's all good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're getting a lot of Balloon Mind State love over on Twitter or on Twitch. Got some YouTube love for some of the other ones as well. You guys are active. I like having you guys all in the chat here. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to the Boom Bap Kids. If you're just now joining us, they are crushing it right now. Crushing it. Crushed felt. Like you feel it in your heart. Shout out Rubik's Uno, first timer. Welcome. Thank you. You guys also have some of the coolest emotes. I'm looking at everybody throw them up in the chat. You guys are killing the game. Is there Boom Bap Kids merch in the universe?
Yes, Boom Bap Kids at theboombapkids.com.
Oh man, I know. Say it again.
We got some more stuff coming in the works too.
All right. Well, you're about to get another purchase because when I'm done with this, I'm logging on and I need to represent properly.
We
Oh,
also got a 7-inch record coming out in June.
a 7-inch record. Oh man. All right, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that, but we're gonna continue with this round. Um, here we go.
Hold
Second,
up, let me tie my shoelaces.
tie your shoelaces. Do your thing.
They were Velcro.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I forget too. They sneak up on you like that. All right, here we go. Second question. What album is this? Is it Murs and Ninth Wonder, Murray's Revenge, The Roots, Undone, Method Man, To Cal Zero, the prequel, or Cellar Dwellers, Realms and Reality?
Looks like Merce.
He says it looks like Merce. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, let's see.
I'm from LA, Southern California through the West Coast, where everybody is somebody in the game is fame. Do everything with the bang, and everybody wanna know what set you claim.
Shout out to the homie Merce. He was our guest in our third episode ever of this show. This is episode 98, so that was quite a while ago. Merce is another LA staple, LA native. Are you guys all from? I know is Woz is originally from Hawaii, right?
Correct, yes.
And what about the rest of you guys? Where are you from? I know you said you're based in LA, but where do you guys all sort of hail from?
John was from the Bay Area, and then he's Las Vegas, and then now here. Me, West Covina, now living in Orange. Mike, Orange County.
So you guys are definitely up on the homie Merce.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right, we're gonna move on to the final question in this round. Here we go. What album is this? Is it Outsiders, Nightlife, Pharaoh Monch, Desire, Tyler the Creator, Goblin, or Isham, She Loves Me Not?
Pharaoh Monch.
He says Pharaoh Monch. Let's see if he's right, guys. Yes.
That is my desire. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes.
Woo! Classic. I mean, obviously Simon said Pharaoh Monch has one of the most interesting catalogs, I think, in hip hop. And, it's easy to just associate him with, like Simon Says, that was his big hit. My curious question for you guys is what's your Monch cut, whether it's whether it's solo or organized noise or organized confusion, sorry. What is your like go-to like favorite sweet spot for a Pharaoh Monch song?
My definite one would be Stress, the Large Pro remix. I mean, that's
Ooh.
the easy one.
Yeah, but
Bring It On's another one too.
Bring It On's great. Yeah, I mean, listen, there again, this is another one where there's no wrong answers. There is no whack album. He just put out, his 13 project earlier, maybe a month or two ago. That's like a whole rock band element, and it's fucking it. I cursed. I broke my streak. But that's what Pharaoh Monch will do to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like you could walk into a
Makes
situation.
us want to throw chairs.
It makes you want to throw chairs. It makes you, it makes you want to go buck, 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 buck. If you're a woman, it makes you perhaps want to rub on certain parts of your body. As his song says, there's really, yeah, he said it. Shout out to Pharaoh Monch. He's a guy I would love to get on this show. I know that we had Apathy on the show, and we had Apathy or Marco Polo. One of them was on, and they said they were going to try to connect us with Monch. Say it again.
Did somebody say Polo?
So, there we go, representing. That's my question for you. You guys have had a lot of guests on the show. Is there one that stands out that was one of your favorites recently? Like, I'm not asking you to pick your one favorite because I'm sure you loved them all, but like, who's somebody that you just had a really good time when they guested on your show?
Did Steve Dub pay you to say that? No, to be honest, Steve Dub was our most recent guest, and he totally just ripped it to shreds.
Yeah.
Shortcut.
Shortcut.
DJ Day was another favorite. Sunny James. It's hard to really pick one,
Right.
but the one that really resonated with us, even though because it was recently too, but definitely was Steve Dub too.
Well, it's like your most recent one should always be your most favorite
And
one.
Silent John. I'm sorry, you got to give Silent John.
I mean, somebody's got to speak for him because it's not going to be him. So you get it. All right, we're going to move on to our third round, and the third round is called Digging in the Crates.
My man still digging in the crates, diamond deep. Yeah, I'm still digging in the crates.
So you no longer will have to rely on the plastic eyes because this round is all about samples and listening. I don't know. It looks like you guys have ears. It's kind of small, but it seems like you guys have ears. Yeah, there you go. But Silent John, make sure you get all the wax out of your ear there. I saw you were like, you got it. You got it. All right. Here we go. We're going to go in. I'm going to play you a sample. You have to answer a question about the sample that you hear. So here we go. Mrs. Parker of KC, Bird's Mother is the name of the song, by Eric Dolphy, was sampled by this artist. So I'm going to play you the sample, and then you tell me who sampled it. Here we go. Here's the sample.
Dell.
He says Dell.
People have a memory loss. They don't remember I'm the boss. You're claustrophobic when I close it. In on your men and your faculty. Your whack a beat out my face. You must be basic if you think that you can tackle the triumphant. I pump it.
The volume
Increases your mises, get sliced to pieces. Please listen to my album. Even if you're white like top, man, a pagan, just stay in tune with my.
I could easily have just let the song play and watched you guys rap the whole thing. It's just there's something about watching you guys. It just it works. You guys, a lot of West Coast as we established in the crew here. What is the best Dell album? Are you guys fans of the first one as the number one slot? Is it No Need for Alarm? Is it maybe a later one? What's your golden Dell album?
I think it's a consensus among all of us is No Need for Alarm.
So you guys really are on some boom bap, backpacker aesthetic in that regard. It's great.
Oh yeah, Deltron was good too.
Deltron. I mean, yeah, that's for a lot of people. You encounter people depending on their age too. That is like their introduction to Del for a lot of like younger cats as well. No judgment. We're get in where you fit in. All right, we're gonna move on to our next one. And in the chat, let me know what do you guys think? What is your favorite Dell album? We got. Let me see. I'm gonna pull some up. We got some love for Deltron. Got some love for. I'm gonna put some of these. Might be aging ourselves. Says. Yeah, we might be aging ourselves a little bit. That's all right, Boom Bap Kids. It's amazing that you guys are here and typing at the same time. I just nobody can underestimate the versatility that you guys have. It's
We
incredible.
type with our feet.
Type with our feet. Wow, that's incredible. I need to maybe talk to you guys afterwards. I'm interested in maybe taking any kind of courses you offer for that. That sounds something I'd be into. We're gonna move on. Sally Haskell says the last live show she saw was Deltron and Kid Koala. I bet that was an awesome show. Shout out to Kid Koala. Yeah, Deltron. Love it. All right, here we go. Next question. Clive Hicks.
Woes just rolled up.
Woes is here. Should we wait for Woes? Let's give a grand entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, Woes is entering the building. I don't know how much time he needs, so maybe I should have asked that first. Woes.
Oh.
Welcome. We're going to pause this game. If we have a chance to welcome the almighty Woes onto the show, we're going to get him in here.
Hold on. He has to take up his 40 jackets.
40 jackets?
Yeah, he wears the most jackets out of all of us.
I mean, sure. It's not that cold out here, right? I wore a long sleeve today.
Actually, he just got his vaccine, second vaccine. He wasn't feeling too well.
Oh, all right. Well, shout out to getting the vaccine. Slight.
There
Oh,
he is.
okay. He's walking around. I didn't know that they give felt skinned people vaccines as well. I haven't I haven't decided where I'm landing on this bit, whether or not I'm acknowledging you guys as being felt or people, and we're playing with it.
What up, homie?
Whoas!
What up, fellas? What up,
How are
everybody in the
you?
chat? Sorry I'm late, man. Sorry. I've been
It's
under the weather from my last vaccine shot.
Yeah. Are you the funky cold Moderna or are you Pfizer Sose over here?
I like that funky cold Moderna for sure.
Hey, that's me too. Team Moderna. Throw your M's up, maybe. I don't know. Like, um, well, we're still working that out. Well, we appreciate you being here. We're, we appreciate you being here. You'll be happy to know that your homies have been holding it down. You guys are 8 questions in, perfect score thus far. So really
Yo, they were
was,
killing it. They were killing
yeah,
it, man.
yeah. They set it up for you. So we're glad you're here. So I think we should hop back in. We're in our second question in our sample round.
Let's get it. Let's
Um,
get it.
let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Clive Hicks's "Look Here" was sampled on a single by this group. I will play you the sample and then tell you the choices here. Here we go.
I would say Jurassic 5, yo.
He says Jurassic 5.
Without falling, we take it back to the days of yes, y'allin'. We're holding on to what's called.
Jurassic 5 is correct.
We're not falling, a shot calling. We take it back to the days of yes,
What
y'allin'.
were the other choices?
The other choices, I know your felt eyes are not that strong, were the Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, or De La Soul. You could kind of hear, like, that sounds like a sample that any of them could have, but if you know the sample, then you know right away that it's J5. Now, you guys had Newmark on the show not too long ago. Maybe it was a few months ago. My
It was
question for you,
November.
November. Okay. So yeah, well, I mean, time is a flat circle at this point, right, guys? I rarely know what day it is or where we're at. I don't want you to necessarily call out any names here because we're not here to disparage anybody. But is it a tough sell to get people to come on the show if they don't really know what it's about? Like, have you ever had anybody be kind of like, "Oh, wait, like, what is it? Like, you want me to?" Because you guys have a format that's so different.
Yo, that's every time. We love that actually. When we see new people come in the chat and they get kind of like stuck because they're like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? And then like 5 minutes later, they're like, holy shit, they're subbing, they're fucking throwing up our emotes, they're chopping it up with everybody. They just get pulled in and then they become instant fans, man. We love it. It's dope.
Yeah. It was. I want to reiterate. I don't know how much of it you were like listening to on your way over here, but I said at the beginning of the show, you guys, the Boom Bap Kids has absolutely been the source of the most joy and just unadulterated fun during all of this. And, that's something that we have taken notice of. And obviously everybody else has. So I just want to, I already told the other guys, but, I want to tell you to your felt face that we are in such appreciation and admiration for what you guys do.
Yo, thank you, man. We're just grown dudes having fun, man. Like a lot of us, a lot of our peers have kids and their kids are now grown up. So we can get back to having fun again. So, just playing all this old dope music that we call timeless and just kicking it with the homies and acting like we in a club in a cipher and stuff. That's we're lifers. That's what we are. Boom Bap Kids. We're lifers, yo.
Yeah. I think it's totally an appropriate response to being a parent of kids who are adults. And you're like, finally, now that they're out the house, we can play with puppets. We can play with felt. Like this is what we've been having to hold back from for the last 18
That's
years.
Jayski though. I don't got any kids. Silent don't got kids, but Jayski got a cool ass kid.
Yes. Yes, we were speaking about that earlier. I wasn't sure if I should curse or not, and you have cursed many times in the brief amount of time you've been on the show, Woes. So you've made it very
Sorry,
clear.
man.
No, but, listen, I curse all the time. I was more nervous, like because I know that it's like the Boom Bap Kids is for the kids. So it's like, but we spoke about it. Profanity doesn't hurt kids. We talked to Jay about his experience in parenting, and he confirmed that it's fine.
Straight up.
All right, we're going to move on to the last question here in our sample round. The Marvelettes, After All, was sampled on a Jay-Z song that featured this guest. So I will go ahead and play you the Marvelettes song. You tell me, this is a little tricky here. It was sampled on a Jay-Z song. You tell me who the guest was on that song. Here we go.
Make me so sad. After all,
Was it Kendrick Lamar, Killer Mike, Rick Ross, or Beyonce? I'll play it again.
make me so sad. After all,
What do you guys think?
Beyonce, Rick, Killer, Hendrick.
We'll go
Are
with
you
Rick
having a
Ross.
stroke?
We'll go with Rick Ross.
You going with who?
Rick Ross. Sorry.
Rick Ross. Okay, Rick Ross is what they're saying. Let's hear what the answer is.
My throwback game is what we're wicked.
The answer was Killer Mike. From the Blueprint 2, the Kanye West produced Poppin' Tags. It featured Twista, Killer Mike, and Big Boy. But that was a good guess. It sounded it had a rose tint to it, I would say. But we're not going to dwell because listen, you guys have been doing great so far. 9 out of 10 correct. And now we're going to move on. Boom Bap Kid says, "Woes broke our streak." Fuck you, chat. Oh man, no, we're not going to throw shade on
Sorry,
Woes.
man. Sorry. I listen to Nas. I listen to Nas.
Okay, smarten up, Nas. Listen, Team J or Team Nas. I think that's sort of in the past at this point. But what is the better diss song? What is the better diss? Is it Takeover or Ether?
Ether.
Ether for sure.
Ether. Okay. I will say that as a cold diss, Ether is more venomous. I would say as a song, like aesthetically, like the beat and like just like if I'm removing myself, if you played me a song and I didn't know anything about these artists, I think I might enjoy the sonics of Takeover a bit better. But Ether is definitely more venomous. I would say that for sure.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
Agreed. All right. Well, guys, we've now reached our final round, and the final round is called Time's Up. So this is our speed round. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to have 90 seconds to answer 5 questions in the category of your choice. These are not multiple choice. And here are tonight's categories. All things 1998 is our first round. Since this is episode 98, we thought we'd take it back to 98. The second category is who's the last to rhyme. And then that round is about I will tell you a posse cut, and you tell me who is the last artist to rhyme on that song. And then rap puppets is our third category. So you pick the category, gentlemen, and we will get into it.
I think it rap. I can't say that second word.
Okay, so we're gonna go with what we will refer to as the third category. And guys, again, I'm learning. You know, I'm a heterosexual cis white male. You know, I know that there's some words that we can say, we can't say. I did not mean any offense with the P word. Okay, I'm learning. Show off that polo. You got the low.
I have a big giant P on my chest.
Oh, okay. That was hard for me to see. I didn't know if you were just like flexing or like if you were challenging me to a fight, maybe like trying to hop over the bar or something.
My arms are too short to fight.
Your arms are too short to hotbox with Sean, maybe? I don't know. All right, so you have chosen the rap P word. So let me go over these rules again. You're going to have 90 seconds to answer 5 questions in this round. If you don't know the answer, you can say pass and we will come back to it. Okay. But if you do answer incorrectly, that question is done. So be careful how you answer. If you want help from the chat, I can pull the chat up on here and we can see. But again, it is a speed round. The chat, you saw how they did you on that Jay-Z question. They might not always know what they're doing. I have OC's classic Time's Up here, and it is time to 90 seconds. So when we stop hearing that classic beat, we will know our time is up. Are you guys ready to do this?
Let's do this.
All right, here we go. Silent John, I'm not saying that you have to talk here, but this is the round. If you wanted to start to, really kind of pull your weight, listen, I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just saying that you're up here. Maybe you could be helping out a little. Not trying to stir any beef here. All right, John, I'm sorry. I think I spoke out of turn. I apologize. This is really embarrassing. All right. Rap puppets, Boom Bap Kids, 90 seconds on the clock. Chat, help them out if you can. Here we go. First, and remember, you can pass if you don't know, and we can come back to them. Here we go. This artist shot a video called Me and the Biz, prominently featuring a puppet version of Biz Marquee.
That's Ace.
That is correct. All right. Outkast shot a music video prominently featuring puppets, including one of an old school legend for this song.
Street talking.
I will accept that. Yeah, art of storytelling. This rapper appeared on Sesame Street in 2014 to teach Elmo the word astounding through a series of magic tricks.
Pass.
We're going to pass. Okay. Yeah. Chappelle Show's Knee High Park sketch, in which the kids were taught about STDs, featured 2 rappers, one on screen and one doing the voice of a puppet. Who were the rappers?
Snoop Dogg and Q-Tip.
That is correct. Okay. LP has featured a puppet character in a handful of Solo and Run the Jewels music videos. What is the puppet's name?
Pass.
All right, we're going to pass. We're going to go back. Who was the rapper that taught Elmo the word astounding in 2014?
Elmo? Who's Elmo?
You guys don't even see Elmo.
Common.
It was not Common, but it's funny that you said that. Oh, you said comments?
Yes, please.
All right, guys, do you guys know the answer?
No.
Oh, okay. Wait, I need to know. Well, it's fine. You didn't answer it in time. You guys did very well. Let me go over the answer. Ice Cube was the rapper who taught Elmo the word astounding. He was doing magic tricks. You can check it out. And then the puppet in the LP and Run the Jewels videos is named Mr. Killums. He's a very violent little animal. So shout out to Mr. Killums. Guys, I'm going to total your score. I want you to know that no matter what happens tonight, you are the Boom Bap Kids, and you are champions in our eyes.
Did you realize that you are champion in their eyes?
Yes, I did. So I packed it. Let's move up.
Okay, guys, I'm totaling up your score here. 1, 2, 3. So you guys got a total of 12 out of 15 correct. Now, let me tell you what that means, because a lot of times people, they feel like, oh, I should have gotten a perfect score. We don't play that game. Like, you guys are winners just for being on this show. But I want to tell you who else has been on our show previously and has scored 12 out of 15. I'm talking about DJ Revolution. I'm talking about Peter Rosenberg, Bun B, Cosmo Baker, Wally Sparks, Sean Sotero, Milo the Cat, Nikki Jean, DJ Deadeye, Operator M's, Apathy. Guys, 12 is a pretty great place to be. I think you would agree.
Yeah.
As long as it's passing grade.
So it is a passing grade. And if you guys were all like, if this was like a flight that you had to take, it was like, hey, we're gonna put you, or like if this was like the Titanic and we had like a big lifeboat and like, hey, all the 12s on one ship, that would be fine. That would be a great place to be, you know? Um, if you guys have any questions in the chat, we will take some questions here. But what I want to know is before we get to that and let you guys go, you guys mentioned something about a 7-inch. Can you tell me more about what this 7-inch is that's on the way?
Yeah, we got a 7-inch coming out. It has the Boom Bap Kids theme music along with its instrumental. And then it has a single that I rocked with Silent John. So it's me rapping and Silent John on beats.
Amazing. And that's coming later this year, you said?
In June.
June. Wow, this
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, it's gonna come with some goodies inside of it. So
Oh, well, I think if you're there it is. Yeah.
test press.
Ooh, a test
White label.
pressing. Wow, you guys saw it here first. Maybe. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
showed a lot, but so you guys can all go to the boombapkids.com to check all of that out. Obviously the Boom Bap Kids are a very much a fixture that you need to be aware of on Twitch. On are you guys on anything other than Twitch, or is Twitch your like main jam? Hello?
Yeah, we have on all sides, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch mostly. We also have our OnlyFans, yo. So if you want to see puppet feet.
Ooh. I heard that those are the feet that you guys type with sometimes. So that's pretty
Come on,
pretty
feet.
impressive. Come on, feet, but don't come on, feet.
I was looking for that when you said the puppet question. I was like, they're gonna pull up some of that.
No, no, no. Well, we should have, maybe. I don't know. Listen, guys, I'm not seeing anything from the chat except a lot of love. DJ Marquis says that it should be called Only Felt. Shout out, Marquis. That was
Shout out
was
to
pretty
Marquis,
good.
yo. I see a lot
Okay,
of
wait.
fans in the chat. What's up, everybody?
Hold on, we do have a question here from what is this? Soul Sonic Force. I'm the worst person in the world at reading people's screen names. I never know what it actually is. But this person asked, when can we expect the mini plush dolls and the hidden stash pocket?
Christmas 2021, yo.
Christmas 2021.
Yeah, we
Be
have a
on
bunch
the
of projects coming out, so stay tuned. Even some live show shit. You guys are gonna be seeing it very soon.
Yeah, I heard that there might be something for all of us in LA as well. I'd really like to see that.
Yes, sir.
Team Funky Cold Moderna here. We're ready to get back out there. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I want to thank you guys so much, not just for being on our show tonight, episode 98. We too are a show that transformed and changed in the last calendar year, and so we definitely feel kinship for people who are continuing to bring joy and entertainment and love for hip hop culture, and are doing it in a creative way. And that is what you guys are hands down indisputably doing. So we're such big fans, and thank you so much for all that you do and for coming on our show today. We appreciate you.
Oh, hey, respects to you, man. Shout out to Lasonic Audio too. And
Shout out to
once your
Lasonic Audio.
That's right. And respects to everyone in the chat. We see a lot of familiar faces from our shows, so mad love to y'all, man.
Absolutely. So,
pushing culture, yo, pushing culture.
Indeed. Yeah. And if you guys are just watching this for the first time, make sure that you go to questionshiphop.com, subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitch. You go to questionshiphop.com, all of the links are going to be there. You're going to be set up lovely. We will see you at the next episode. So just chill till the next episode. Okay. Boom Bap Kids, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Peace.
Peace, man. Peace. Have a good one. Peace.
You too. You too. Guys, what can I say? Legends in the game, the first felt skinned fellas that we've had on this fine show. And I'd love to have them back. We really appreciate you guys. We appreciate everybody who watched. I see you guys on Twitch, on YouTube. We still haven't figured out the IG streaming. I am 99% sure that the lag issues that we were having earlier were because I was multi-streaming to Instagram. We're going to have to figure that out. IG sucks. I agree, Boom Bap Kids, but it is where a lot of our fam is. So yeah, we're figuring that out. But shout out to everybody. Again, make sure you go to questionshiphop.com, subscribe to the podcast, or not to the podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See, I've been doing my podcast, so that's why that happened. We'll be back with more things. We have a lot of cool things in the works. We appreciate you all as we get through these crazy times. Follow the Boom Bap Kids, and we'll see you on the next go round. Peace.